everyone. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Obviously, we're off to a wet start here in the coastal bend. Please feel free to drop any comments if anyone has any questions, or if you aren't able to hear me. I hope everyone can hear good, though. We're going to get right on into it, though. Off to a wet start here in South Texas. Looking outside, we have our tower cam. Obviously, people on the road want to make sure that you're using caution as you're heading out the door this morning. Now, as we continue, obviously 76 degrees, lots of humidity still in the forecast. Now, those winds out of the north-northeast, 10 miles per hour, that's part of the reason why we're seeing rain on the rise. Stationary front was well to our north, and winds have shifted, but a lot of humidity and a lot of moisture is adding to these storms that we're seeing moving on our radar right now. As we can see, most of these showers and storms are for our friends along the coast. That's Corpus Christi, areas just east of Kingsville, Port Aransas, Rockport. Especially if you're in Rockport, you guys have kind of seen most of that consistent rain throughout the start of the morning. And as of recently, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for a few areas of our viewing areas. So that's Clayburgh County, Nueces County, San Patricio County. Radar indicated hail just under an inch was saw out there, as well as winds, sustained winds about 60 miles per hour. So once again, you guys really want to make sure that you're using cautions, especially if you're in this general area, or even if you're heading towards the coast or coming in and out of. Regardless, want to make sure that you're using that caution as you're heading out the door this morning. Now, that severe thunderstorm warning is in effect through 11 a.m. So we have a few more minutes, but even after that, we still will see a few showers, widely scattered showers and storms possible to still move throughout the coastal bend today. Once again, want to expect damage to roofs, sliding trees are possible, and even if you've already headed out the house, you probably have already seen that street flooding moving throughout the area. That brings me to our flood advisory, which we're under that a little bit longer than that severe thunderstorm warning for a few of our areas. Now, that's going to be in effect through 1 p.m. Even after so, once again, the rain is still going to be possible moving throughout the region. So I know most of the kids have the day off, but if you're heading out to work or heading out the door, I want to use caution for you out there. Once again, those are the two main warnings that we have on the board. We're going to go back to our radar just to get another look. If you're just now joining us, most of those showers are for our coastal areas. So that's Port Aransas, Rockport, Corpus Christi. A lot of that moisture is coming in from the south, and that kind of stationary boundary. That's why we kind of see this straight line of showers moving off the coast. That's really going to be the case as we continue throughout the day. So if you're more so Beeville, Georgia, so you guys are more so in the clear for right now. It's more so our coastal areas that are starting off the day with showers and storms. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Clayburgh County, Nueces, and San Patricio County. There is radar indicated that hail has been seen in that area just under an inch. So just keep that in mind, 0.75 to be exact. Winds were also indicated at about 60 miles per hour. So use caution as you're heading out the door. Flood advisory, just want to keep repeating this. This is until 1 p.m. this afternoon. So once again, we don't see the rain like this. It's good that we are seeing this rain, of course, but just keep that in mind as you're heading out the door. I just saw on our tower cam, some areas that have, that street flooding, and low-lying areas will also see that flooding, even as you're heading to the beach or any other locations. Don't want to advise the beach today, but if you're already there, you really want to use caution until this system continues to pass on through. Now, of course, yesterday we've already saw some rain on the board to start off our Easter. And as we can see, a lot of that rain that fell yesterday is kind of falling in the same general area today. So that's the reason why we have some of these warnings on the board. More so for our friends south of Corpus Christi, heading further east of Kingsville is where we see some of the highest totals. Just some areas getting close to about 2 inches, just south of the Rockport area. So that's closer to Ingleside, Tivoli as well. You guys seeing a lot more rain to start the morning off. And like we mentioned, a lot of this rain is going to be more so for coastal areas. So if you're heading to George West, the coast is more so clear for you. You might run into a few showers, of course, as you're heading out there, but that biggest threat of showers and storms is going to be for our coastal areas to start off our Monday. I'm going to go ahead and check the chat to see if we have any comments or anything like that. Yes, and of course, if you're seeing rain falling in your area, of course, send that in to us so we can, get the shots that you're looking at, especially if you're in some of those areas where you had that hail or, those stronger winds to cause some damages maybe to your house or buildings or any type of structures near you. And also people are also reporting lightning in the Flower Bluff area as well, pouring in Flower Bluff. So keep that in mind as you're heading out the door. I'm going to look at our Futurecast because once again, we're starting off the day, but that's not really going to be how we're ending off our Monday afternoon. Once we finally see that stationary boundary front finally push off the coast, it'll kind of calm conditions down into the afternoon here for us. Really expecting mostly to partly sunny skies as we get into later on this afternoon. That's going to help temperatures rise to the mid to upper 80s, 84 expected here in Corpus Christi. And as you can see, some isolated showers will also still be possible as we're ending off our day. Heading into tonight, things get back quiet. We have increasing cloud coverage, but starting off tomorrow, this is not going to be how we're starting off our Tuesday morning off. Still, isolated showers are in the forecast, but just not that severe threat that what we're seeing right now. Once again, that stationary front that we see right here, that's what's tracking, that's what's pulling in moisture in from the Gulf, allowing these showers to fire off to start our day off. But as that moves off, sure, we get into Tuesday, a great day is looking ahead. But as we get into Wednesday, that's going to be our next chance of seeing some thunderstorms and showers rolling in the area. That's not going to be because of a stationary front. That's more so going to be from moisture, and we're watching some upper level energy track in from the Pacific, so from the west. That's what we're going to be tracking as we get into Wednesday, and really for the next couple of days as we're ending off that week. As we can see, starting off Wednesday morning, this is going to be where we need to watch and pay attention to for, once again, severe thunderstorm warning to possibly be issued, or some more increased activity as you're starting off your Wednesday morning. Either way, though, today, if you've headed to the beach this past weekend, you've probably noticed it was a little bit more hazardous, those high rip current risks. Not expecting that today. Moderate rip current risks, smooth conditions on the bays, and we really see those winds kind of increasing, as we can see right now with these showers and storms present. That moderate rip current risk is also why we see more hazardous conditions. But heading into this evening, when conditions will improve, waves will be around 4 feet. Now I'm going to go back to our radar for those of you who may just be clicking on, or who just want to see where the showers are continuing to track here for us this morning. So give me a brief moment while I get back to that. All right, so we're back on our live radar indicators. We can see showers are still falling, but those of us in Rockport who have started off the morning, you guys really seeing most of that heavy rain to start the day off. Most of those showers are moving a little bit further offshore. If you're in Port Aransas, you guys are getting up next to see that next little area of showers and storms to fall. I know some people have indicated lightning has been seen with these systems, as well as thunder. We've had that severe thunderstorm warning in effect through 11 a.m. for Nueces, Clayburgh, and San Patricio County through 11 a.m. Showers will still be continuing through that, but that's when we see that those stronger showers present in our area. Winds are also on the stronger end. Radar has indicated those winds have reached 60 miles per hour. So it's strong, you guys. It's strong winds, heavy rain. You know, we typically don't really see that. So just really want to use extra caution as you're heading out the door. If you don't have to get out right now, just wait it out a little bit longer. You know, like I mentioned, as we get into later on today, it's going to be a fairly quiet day. We're not starting off that way, but that's how we're going to be ending it. A lot less activity as you're getting into your lunch hours and to the hours that you're getting off of work, if you do have to work and things like that. But as we can see on the island, areas just south of Port Aransas, you guys are getting up next to see that little cluster of showers and thunderstorms and rumbles and things of that nature. Going to go ahead and look back at this warning. Right now, that severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Nueces, Clayburgh, in San Patricio County, but as we can see on the radar we just saw before, some areas outside of that are still seeing showers to start the day off. So just keep that in mind. Flood advisory. Want to repeat that again. That is through 1 p.m. this afternoon. Even after that, you still may see some slick spots. You still may see some areas that have that street flooding, or areas that you need to be mindful of as you're continuing your Monday afternoon. So keep that in mind. And like I mentioned, tomorrow we still have that chance for rain, but not as high as what we're seeing today. I think that next best chance of seeing some more showers and thunderstorms rolling through the area is going to be as we get into Wednesday, as we see that moisture tracking in from the Pacific. Rain totals right now, of course, as we get into the later parts of our day, we'll have some more better rain totals once the rain has stopped. But as of right now, you guys south of Rockport, just north of Ingleside, as well as a little bit further south of Flower Bluff, that's where we're seeing those higher rain totals along the coast. So once again, coastal flooding is also possible if you're outdoors, or if you have any plans to hit the coast later on today. We're going to look at this Futurecast once again. If you are just joining us, Later on today, we will see conditions improve. This is not how we're going to spend our entire Monday. 84 degrees for that high here in Corpus Christi. Areas in George West and Beeville, you guys who've seen, the least amount of activity to start the day, you guys are going to be able to warm up a little bit higher. Upper 80s, 88 over in George West, 85 over in Beeville. Heading into tonight, increasing cloud coverage into your Tuesday morning. We start Tuesday morning off pretty similar, muggy, warm, not as much rain though. That's going to be the main difference. Once that stationary front finally slides on through, we lose that energy feeding in from that Gulf to kind of activate those storms. As we get into Tuesday night, into Wednesday morning, that's when we see the next cell of showers, storms, and thunderstorms possible to be moving in for our Wednesday morning. We're watching that upper atmospheric energy track in from the Gulf. That's going to continue to send us, once again, a little bit stronger winds. We'll see those wind gusts near about 30 miles per hour. Those sustained winds up to about 20-25 miles per hour. Marine forecast, once again, today, not the best, but it is better than what we saw this weekend. Moderate rip current risk, smooth conditions on the bays is without those showers. Smooth conditions without those showers. If you're out there right now, you're probably seeing a little bit more activity. Those wave periods will be up to about 9 seconds for you out there. Once again, we went over these highs. It's going to be a warm day as partly sunny skies are anticipated to work its way into the region later on once we finish this round of showers and storms. But the rest of your 7-day forecast, pretty consistent with mid-80s on the board. Once we start to lose these rain chances into the weekend, that's when we see partly sunny skies return here in the coastal bend by Saturday, Sunday. Upper 80s will be likely to return, but really a consistent forecast. Today is when we're anticipating the most of that rain, but of course, like we all know, we need the rain, so it's pretty good. And like we've been talking about before, it's a good time to have those rain buckets and things like that to be kind of catching some of this rainfall that's moving throughout the region today, and that will still be possible heading into tomorrow, Wednesday, a little bit into Thursday and Friday as well. Now, we do have about 9 more minutes left on that severe thunderstorm warning, so I'm going to go ahead and get back on our weather computers and our weather center. So if you have any further questions or any other comments, once again, if you see any hail, we did see hail was indicated on the radar, but if you were able to see that on the ground, of course, we want you guys to submit that in at KIIITV.com. We're going to go ahead and go on our Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and update the website some more, just kind of see what you guys are sending in. I know someone just had a heavy thunderstorm here on the island. So yeah, that's really where those showers are tracking. Going to go ahead and look at that one more time before I head out and go update some more stuff on our computers. But it is those coastal areas that are seeing the greatest threat for us this morning. That's where we see that severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Nueces County, Claybrook, and San Patricio County. This last live look at our radar, showers continuing to move south of Port Aransas, as we can see on the island. That's the area that's really getting hit right now as we're starting off our Monday morning. But areas in Rockport, you guys have seen really that consistent rainfall since the start of this morning. You guys are kind of catching a little bit of a break right now. It's the island and Corpus Christi areas in Port Aransas that are seeing kind of that last little push of showers. And as we head into the lunchtime, into the later parts of our day, that's when we'll see activity clear up more so for us. So once again, going to go ahead and check on some more information. Be sure to stay up to date on our Facebook and our all of our social media pages. I know people are reporting power outages in the Flower Bluff area. So I'm going to go ahead and get on my other computer to give some more updates. And I hope you guys are staying safe, especially if you're, out in Flower Bluff, out on the island, out in these areas where that severe thunderstorm warning is still in effect through 11 a.m. I'm going to make a new post if we do see this warning get extended. Right now, the National Weather Service has this through 11 a.m. But either way, showers are expected to still continue. That flood advisory, that's going to continue through 1 p.m. this evening. So keep that in mind. Even after the showers are well off, we'll still be dealing with that water and sitting street flooding possible throughout the region. So once again, going to go ahead and update some more stuff on our website, on our social media pages. Stay up to date with that all. Of course, come back if we do see that severe thunderstorm warning issued again, but as of right now, it is through about the next 10 minutes. I know those of you who are dealing with power outages, I'll make another post on that, the areas that we're seeing AP dealing with some outages across the region. But for right now, I hope you guys are staying safe the rest of your Monday afternoon, and really stay up to date on our Facebook and our social media pages for some more updates to come as I go look on our weather computer and look on some different models and things like that. Have a safe one, you guys.